19th of November 2025. Epic, massive fail. Woolworths. Society in general. So, I was at Woolworths this morning, Canterbury Woolworths. I was there at exactly, because I went to Aldi first and I got the times mixed up. I thought I'd go to Aldi first at 8. So I was at the checkout at Woolworths at 8:20 a.m. this morning. And I was actually at turnstile at the self-checkout number 4. And I had 2 bags. I placed one of them up on the thing and I put my second bag up, but the item wouldn't. It was something about extra bag in the bagging area or something, and said please wait for the attendant, so I did. The thing was, no one came over to me. No one asked. When I'm there, I test them. I don't raise my hand and say, hey, I need help. I stood there idly. And there was 2 girls who were in their early 20s, if that. They were to my right. They were just over there. They were in their own conversation, paying no attention to me, paying no attention to me. And there was a Malaysian woman, probably 50 plus. She was probably in her 50s. There was a Malaysian woman, and she was walking back and forth. And I was like, I wonder how long this is going to take, because when it says assistance required, I don't raise my hand. I wait for them to notice me, and I give them about 20 seconds to do that. Well, I stood there for about 2 minutes, about 4 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, while the 2 checkout chicks, 2 checkout girls, had their conversation with each other, paying no heed to me. And then eventually the Malaysian woman came over. She did her thing. I said, fail, and she just walked off nonchalantly. Did the rest of my groceries. I only had a few things. I only had a couple of things. And then as I walked out, I said to the girls, massive fail. I said, massive fail. And she went, thank you. Fucking useless. Really useless. Woolworths, especially namely Canterbury Woolworths, is pathetic. And it's you go to Canterbury Aldi, if you sort of stop at in their self-service area, if you're like idle there for like 10 seconds, I'll come over and I'll say, is everything okay? Are you alright? Is everything okay? They don't let anybody stand around there who seems like they're having a bit of trouble. They don't. If they see someone staying there, they go over and say, is everything okay? And they'll do that within about 10 seconds if you're doing that. At Canterbury, they'll let you stand there and stand there and stand there. Had a similar situation happen about this. This took place about 4 months ago. I think it was around about 4 months ago. Yes, it was during winter. It was about 4 months ago. At Canterbury Woolworths. My partner, she went out to the car to retrieve my wallet. I waited for her and I stood there. I was in there, I was getting a couple of things, and it says, what did it say? Please wait for assistance. Well, actually no it didn't. What happened? No, it didn't. I left my wallet in the car, and my partner, she went back out to the car, and it took her a few minutes to do that. So I just stood there. I just stood there. I just stood there doing nothing, and none of the services came up and said, oh, excuse me, is everything okay? They just let me stand there. Just let me stand there. And at Aldi, if you do the same thing at Aldi, after 10 seconds, I'll come up to you at Aldi, Canterbury Aldi at least, and I'll say, Excuse me, is everything okay? Are you alright? At Canterbury Woolworths, they don't fucking care. And the layout, they're rearranging everything. Not good. Some whippersnapper came in, didn't they? Some new person came in and said, this is the new plan, changing everything around. This is the way it's going to be from now on. Fucking awful. Because I was buying a few kitchen products today, and I went into the aisle where they usually are, all changed, and what they've done, it's gone from there to there. And the same thing with the aisle where I get fresh breath from, and where they have toothpaste products and all that. They used to be this way, and now they're that way. They were perfectly fine the way that they were, and they didn't need changing. Absolutely did not need changing. No reason to change them whatsoever. They're rearranging. Woolworths at Canterbury used to be okay, but the customer service there has never been good. You can go into the self-checkout area, which they've now... the way it was before was perfectly okay. They keep changing things. The service, the customer service at Canterbury Woolworths has never been great. It's always been subpar. And I'm really sick of it now. I stood there for... You can literally stand there at the self-service checkout at Canterbury. You can just stand there doing nothing for 2 or 3 minutes, and they just will not say, excuse me, are you okay? They'll let you stand there. They'll let you stand there all fucking day, probably. Right? And eventually the Malaysian woman, the only reason she came to me was because she was walking this way when it said assistance required, and she heard it, and she's at the thing, and I said, massive fail, and she just walked off. Really massive, epic fail. Woolworths, 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 and epic fail. It's always been subpar, the service, always sub, but they'll let you stand there, they just let you stand there. The management there is crap. We get most of our things from Aldi. We get 98% of things from Aldi. There's only a couple of things that they get from Woolworths, only a few, very small amount of things. And the only reason, the kitchen products, I'm wondering if they have them in Aldi. They probably have them in Aldi, and I'll be able to get them in Aldi. My problem was, I thought Aldi would be open at 8, and they weren't open at 8:30, so I went down to Woolworths, and then I didn't even go to Aldi, because I was like, I want to get home, it's heating up, it's getting hot. Massive fucking fail, Canterbury Woolworths. Epic fail. And what they're doing at Canterbury, what they've done, not what they're doing, what they've done to Canterbury Station is an atrocity. Absolute atrocity. It's ugly, unattractive, unappealing. What they've done to Dulwich Hill Station is unattractive, unappealing. What they've done to Canterbury Station, I'll never step foot on the metro. We will never ride the metro. Unfortunately, there's a lot of sheep out there who will just comply. Woolworths Canterbury. Epic fail.